class. We are in a way towards working on SQL queries, and we were working on a query which deals with BID should be 103. So that is where we have started up. So to do that, first of all, we need to create the three tables. First of all, we need to create the three tables. So table 1, Silers is created. Table 2, Boats was created. And table 3, reserves. You can see that table was created again. Then let us insert 10 rows in the Silers database. Similarly, let us insert 4 rows in the board database. Similarly, let us insert 10 rows in the reserves database. Now, we can check up the records. So, first one, this was the Silers table created. Next, we can check up the Boats table was created. Similarly, the reserves table was created. So this is how we were moving up. Now the question was we need to find the name of a Siler who has reserved a boat number 103. The question was, find the name of a Siler who has reserved boat number 103. So how can we move with it? Name of a Siler has reserved boat number 1, 0, and 3. This was the question before us. So if such is the case, first of all, we have to check it in reserve boat, and the third thing in the Siler boat number 103. So this is what we have to check up. Next one, the persons who have reserved boat number 103. So you can see 22 has reserved 103, 31 has reserved 103, and roll number 74 has reserved the boat number 103. Now the question was, we need to get the names of the Siler. So I am having the registration number of the student, automatically I will know the name, right? Similarly, we are going to have the student number 22. So Justin is the answer we should expect. Next one was 31. Then we should answer Luber as a thing. Next, 74. So 74, the name was Pareto. So this is how we have to interpret the answers. So now let us see whether this query will work. This query is going to work or not. So we will just look up into the content and bring the logistics here, and now select student name from Siler reserves R, where s.sid is equals to r.rid and boat is equals to 103. Now there was an error here, that is invalid identifier. So we'll move up this and see how it goes. Something went wrong. So now you can see that there are 3 records, that is Dustin, Luber, and Horatio. You can see the 3 records, Dustin, Luber, and Horatio. So let us verify our position here. Let us verify our position. So have we got the same answer? Yes, we were telling it is Dustin, second thing was Luber, and third thing was Horatio. So in this way, we are going to get the answers for this condition. Now, after this, let us check another query here. Let us check up with another queries. So queries, they can have the conditional operator equal to, we have already worked, and after equal to, we can have a less than symbol, greater than symbol, less than or equals to, greater than or equals to, and not equals to. So not equals to, you should understand the symbol here. Talked about 103. Next one. The question was, find the sailor who has reserved at least one boat. Who has reserved at least one boat. So now we have a sailor table, then we have a reserve table. So now we should map the things between sailor and reserve. So here we are going to have SID as a primary key, and in reserves we use SID as a foreign key. Here SID is treated as a primary key, and when it is visiting to the other table, now it has become a foreign key or a reference key. So using a reference key concept, we should take up this query and see how this query is going to execute. How the query is going to execute. So we can put up s dot SID sailor S, and reserves are, where is a reserved word, and S is the aliases for table, and SID is a variable name, R is an aliases for reserved table, and then we are going to compute up this query with the R dot content. So we will be getting the 10 records as of now. That means whatever 10 records are available, you can look up here. So whatever 10 records are available in this case, all the 10 records, they have their existence in the reserves table also. Whatever 10 records we are mentioning in the sailors table, they are going to exist in the reserve table also. So this is how we are interpreting the content. Next one was we had another interesting way, that is find the seller names, find the seller IDs who have reserved a red boat. The next thing was we need to identify the seller IDs and those who have reserved a red boat. So this was the question here. So for that, what we should understand is the boat ID what we are going to check up should exist both in reserves table and boat table. And one more important primitive was the color of the boat should be red. Okay. So find the seller IDs who have reserved a red boat. So if such is a condition is going to happen, so now you can look into this diagram here. So we are going to have three tables: seller, reserves, and boats. So the boat color should be red. Okay. So now boat color should be red. That is, we will be having 102 Interlake and 104 Marine. Both of them, they are going to have the red color. So first constraint is happened. Next one was there should be a boat and there should be who has reserved the boat. So now we need only seller IDs. As we need seller IDs, we are not moving up into the seller table because the seller IDs are available in the reserve table. So as seller IDs are available in the reserve table, there is no use of linking the seller table here. Therefore, what we can do is we can stick on with table 1 and we can stick on with the table 2. So next one was who is going to reserve boat IDs. What was the boat ID? It should be common in both the things. So when we are going to say it is 102 is common, then again we can see 102 followed by another 102. Then we should get 104 boat. So again we are going to get 104 boat. So total number of records we are going to expect will be 5 records. Total number of records will be 5 records. That is, what was the question array? The question array was find the seller ID who has reserved a red boat. Who has reserved a red boat? That means first of all we are going to verify it on the boat. Then we have to verify it in the reserve table. So we need to get the answer as 22. Then we need to get the answer as again 22. Next we need to get the answer as 31. Then again 31. And we are going to get the answer as 64. So let us see what will happen if the next query was executed. So now we are executing the query here. You can see up the answers. The answers are printed as 22, 22, 31, 31 and 64. The answers are printed as 22, 22. Next you can see 31, 31 and 64. 31, 31 and 64. So you can see here record 1, 22,102, record 2, 22,104, 31, 102, 31, 104, and the next primitive was 64, 102. So in this way, we are going to understand how to make a relationship between multiple tables. How to make a relationship between multiple tables. So after a relationship between multiple tables, the next thing was to look into an aspect. That is expressions and strings. The next one was we will be looking up in a topic called as expressions and strings. So now we have wild characters. When we are working with strings, we have wild characters. So one, it is represented with percentage. Another, it is represented with slash. One, it is going to be represented with percentage. Another, it is represented with slash. So before that, we should understand when we are going to say a percentage, that means the names which are going to start with a will come. When I am going to say b percentage, that means names starting from or with b will occur. So this was the thing. Next one, if I am putting 2 dash dash 1, that means I can put 2001, 2111, 2012, 2021. So in this way, I can fill up the blanks here, right? I can fill up the blanks, whatever positions is there. So that's what I'm going to give 2 blanks. First should be fixed, 2. Last one is fixed, 0. But this is, it is up to you to navigate the values into it. So it is up to the user who can fill up the blanks. Now you can see the condition here. The first character should be B. Next character can be A, B, C, D up to Z, whatever thing it can be. And the third character should be compulsory B. So this was the condition what we are going to make up. That is B blank percentage B. So the third position is fixed with B, and the second position we are going to put up a blank. It can be filled between A to Z, or it can be filled with 1 to 9, or with special characters. So anything can be placed at this position, nothing to bother. The first character should be B. Now let us move into the query. What the query was talking about? Query was talking about s dot age. Next one, there is a variable age1. We are going to call this one as a variable name. We are going to call this one as a variable name. So when we are going to call it as a variable name, so that is age1, and age1 is equals to age minus 5. That means let age is equals to 43, then age minus 5 is equals to 39. Very simple, right? Next one. Similarly, let age is equals to 40, then 2 into age, we are going to call it as 80, right? So this is the condition what we are going to bring it up. So first we will display let age is 40, then age1 is equals to age minus 5, then we are going to get the value as 35. Another expression, what was the another expression? 2 into s of age, that is 42s are 80, that it should be getting it as age 2. First will be displayed as age, first will be displayed as age, next will be displayed as age 1, next will be displayed as age 2, then we should be getting age should be 40, age 1 is minus 5, we should be getting 35, age 1 is age 2, we are multiplied with 2, therefore we should be getting 40, 35 and 80. This is a general example, but we are going to get for the stylers. And another interesting thing was we are picking a record which is going to start up with B percentage B. So let us see how this goes for. So let us see how this element is going to work. So I don't have that query. So what we will do is directly type in the query here. So we can type in this query, that is so Let us execute it. No data is found. Let us re-execute it again. So there is no data as of the table it was mentioned. So there is no data as of the data is mentioned. Why was it so? So here you can see it is standing for only, you can see here the description of the expression, and here. So as the string match, it is going to stand for any one of a character. So this is any one of a character. Next one, percentage stands for O, or more arbitrary characters. So this is standing with more arbitrary characters. Now you should understand this point was uppercase B. Point was this. Now what was our record here? The record was B here. The record was B here. So Bob here. We do agree, but it is lowercase. That's the reason why we are going to say no data was found. That's the reason why we should understand no data was found. Next one was to work out with some set operations. Before we look into some set operations, let us dig deep into few more queries for a clear. Yeah, please.
So what is meant by more arbitrary characters?
More arbitrary, it can be the letters between A to Z. That is, all the characters should be of uppercase letters, but it was not mentioning in the lowercase, right? In this table, you can see this Bob was given as a lowercase here. So all the
Yes, sir.
Arbitrary instance, we are expecting it as percentage B. That too, we are expecting uppercase. But here, Bob, it was representing with a lowercase. It was representing with a lowercase. So that's the reason why that query couldn't execute. Okay. So next one was,
yes, sir.
yeah. Next one was, we have talked about red color also. So let us see, find the name of a siler. Yeah, this is interesting here. Find the name of a siler who has reserved a red board. Find the name of a siler who has reserved a red board. So now, can you guess and tell me why we are needing three tables here? Why we are needing three tables, table 1, table 2, table 3? Why we need all the three tables to build this relation? Is there any guess? The reason
Name of silence.
yeah, the name of the, yeah, the name of the siler is available in siler table only. The name of the siler is available only in the siler table. So name of siler is in siler table only. Okay. Next, what was the question they were asking us? The question they were asking us, find the name of sailor who has reserved a red boat. So boat color, where is the boat color? Boat color was given only in the boat table. So boat color COLOR is given in boat table only, right? And where is the reservation happening? Reservation of boats and sailor information is given in reserve table. So definitely if I want to address this question, the question, what was the question they were asking? Find the name of a sailor who have reserved a red boat. If this was the question given to us, then we have no other option other than to use table 1, table 2 and table 3. We have to mix up all the 3 tables to get the answer. So there is no other go. So therefore, we are now executing the query with the 3 table names. We are executing the query with the 3 table names. So I want the name of a sailor, which will be in the sailor table, then reserves to identify the reserve location, then we need to have the boats B. And now, first of all, I want answer from you, what happens or what is the record we will get if this is the case. The question, what was the question? What was the question? The question was, find the names of the sailors who have reserved a red boat. That means boat color is red. Boat color is red. So 102, boat color is red, that is 104. So who reserved red color boat? That is 102 and 104. So 22, then again 102, that is 31, then again 102. So 3 persons reserved. Next one, the color of marine boat is also red. It is roll number 104. Therefore, it is 22 and 31. So total we should get 5 values. That is 22, 22, 31, 31 and 64. Now what is the name of the sailor, you are asking. So name of the sailor was Dustin. Name of the sailor 31 was Luber. The name of the sailor was 64 will be Horatio. So we should understand the queries will return Dustin, Luber and Horatio. So let's see how this is going to verify it. So hope you got this. Dustin, it is repeating for 2 times. Luber is repeating for 2 times. Horatio is repeating for 1 time. So what was the reason? 22, 22, it is nothing but Dustin and Dustin. 31 and 31, it is nothing but Luber and Luber. 65, it is nothing but Horatio, right? So in this way, we are going to look up into the table. First, we should understand what the answers we should get. Thereby, if we execute it, the answer should be there. Directly copy pasting it and getting the answers, it is just a data entry work. So first of all, we should interpret the answer, assume what the answer is going to come and verify that answer is going to arise or not. So another important aspect was, another important takeaway from you was, we should verify r.bid and b.bid. So r.bid, it is in reserve, b.bid is in boats table. Then here you should understand SID should be common in sailors, SID should be common in reserves. Okay. Okay. Let us move to the next query. What was the next query? The query was, find the color of a boat which is reserved by Luber. Find the color of the boat which is going to be reserved by the Luber. So what was your target? Target was to print the color, right? This was the target. So I am using the select command, select color. So colors is going to be part of the boat database, right? Therefore, we are going to use boat. Next one. Find the color of the boat reserved by Luber. Luber is going to be the Siler name. That means if I want Siler name, I have to use Siler. If I want color of a boat, then I need connection was stripped. What was the question? The question was find the color of a boat is reserved by. What will be the answer? Find the color of the boat. It is going to be reserved by. That is the case. What was the answer? Find the color of the boat was taken up with. First of all, you should understand what is Luber's number. Luber number is 31. Okay, now we need to verify where is this 31. 31, 31, 31. Okay, then 31 he has reserved 102, 103 and 104. 31 he has reserved. 31 is nothing but Luber. The name of the sailor as Ramchandra, the person name was Luber there. So 31 he has result 102, 103, 104. Then last condition was, what was the last condition? The color of the boat reserved by Luber. So he has reserved 102. Color was red. He has reserved another boat called as Clipper 103. Its color was green. Next, he has reserved another boat. What was Narayan. So let's see how it is going to give the answer. So got it? It is showing red color. It is showing green color. And
Sir, screen is not sharing.
green is not sharing. Okay. Okay. So now this is how we have to expect. So what was the query? The query was find the color of the boat reserved by Luber. This was the query. So first of all, we have to start with sailor name Luber. What is sailor register number? Sailor SID was 31. So now 31, what he made reservation? He has made a reservation for boat number 102, boat number 103, and boat number 104. Okay. Now go to the boat table. Go to the boat table. Now in this boat table, you tell me what is boat color 102. It is red. Boat table 103, color is green. 104, color is red. So the answer what we are going to expect will be red, green, and red. This was the answer we should expect. So red, green, and red. So select boat ID from sailor yes, results are and boat B, where SID and RID and BID and BID and operation we concatenate the S name is equals to Luber. Then once we execute this, we are going to get the three records called as red, green, and red. Next it moves. Find the name of a sailor. Find the name of a sailor who have reserved at least one boat. So this is little bit tricky here again. Names of the sailors who have reserved at least one boat. So the target was name of a sailor. That means select command, the name of a sailor, that is yes name. And we are not talking about color, etc. We are just looking whether he made reservations or not. So at this case, we need name of a sailor, which is going to be in sailor's data set, and reserve, it is going to be in the reserves database. And second thing, the ID should exist in both. That is, the foreign key and the primary key has to be matched at this condition. So let us see how this goes. So we will be taking up this data again. Now, what is your answer? What is your answer to this query? So find the name of a sailor who have reserved at least one boat. They have to book one boat. So now we have to see whether they are common or not. Is 22 to 22? Answer is yes. 29 is here. Is 29 here? No. That means we should not take up 29. 29 should be eliminated. Next, we should verify 31. Is 31 in this data set? Yes, 31 is in the data set. Next one. Is 32 reserved anytime, any boat? No. So again, we can put him outside. So 32 is not in the data set. Next, verify 58. Is 58 in the reserve set? So is 58 in the reserve set? No. So again, you remove him, 58. Next, you go with 64. Is 64 in this? Yes, 64. He has made one appearance. Next, we will go with Zorba. That his number was 71, but 71 is not going to be part here. 71 is not going to be part, so we are removing him. Next one, 74. So 74 it is in Cyler, 74 it is in reserve. So we have his occurrence. So it is 64 followed by 74. Next we should see whether Art is in Cyler and Art is in reserve. So again we are completely verifying it. Art is in only Cyler. So we are not taking him into consideration. Next one, 95. So when we are going with 95, we should check whether 95 is equals to 22, 95 is equals to 22 in this model. We are verifying it. So 95 doesn't exist. So it is removed. So what is the answer set we are going to verify? We are expecting 4 records, that is 22, 31, 64 and 74 should be the output of that query. So this is the answer what we are going to prove. So at least one will execute this query and see how it. So Dustin, Luber, Horatio and Horatio. So these are the names what we are going to get. So Dustin, Luber, Horatio 1 and Horatio 2. These are the answers. Now check whether these are the relevant or proportionate names or not. So 22, right? So what is 22 name? 22 name is Dustin. What is 31 name? 31 name is Luber. What is 64 name? 64 name is Horatio. What is 74 name? It is another Horatio, right? So how many records? So we will be getting Dustin, Luber, Horatio and Horatio, 4 records, but they have taken up multiple. So 22, 22, 22. They have taken up multiple reservations. So we are going to get the multiple way. But if we are going to use a word called as unique, obviously we will look up with a. So if we are working with distinct S names, so we are getting only Luber, Horatio and Dustin. I think you get this answer. So because Horatio is also repeating it 2 times, so 1 is eliminated. So still we are going to have only the 3 records, Dustin, Luber and Horatio. So these 3 are going to be the unique names. So that's how they are going to figure out the content. Next one. So in today's class, we have talked about the basic queries, that is towards getting up whether number it is 103 or not, whether it is having a red boat and followed by the boat which is reserved by Luber and at least 1 boat. So and working on strings. So this is the takeaway for today. So in next class, we will be talking about unions, intersections, and other 3 primitive operations, followed by nested queries. So this will be the takeaway for the next class. So just stopping up here.